I got to share it again. Hey, everybody, we're back. This time we've taken it more international. We've let's see here. Let me change it. Let me change the privacy. Change the privacy to public, and there we go. We're live again.
Ooh, I'll go share it again.
Hi, everybody. My name's Sean Murphy, along with the most amazing, incredible, just absolute angel from the country of Panama. I have with me today,
Kayla B. Cortez.
along with East Texas.
Hey, it's Rhonda Bird Parker again.
So I wanted to share with people again because people get very myopic. They get very their vision narrows down, right? When people become stressed, they get very narrow in their vision. They start to just focus on they start majoring in the minors. And I'm so blessed to be able to have a dear friend and mentor in Kayla Cortez, Kayla V. Cortez, and listening to her and her leadership. And with things in Latin America are going absolutely incredible right now. So, Kayla, I wanted to bring you on. First of all, introduce you to my world a little bit more, right? To all of the friends and family, and have you share a little bit about what's happening in Latin America. And good Lord, things are getting thrown at me. Get what's happening in Latin America and why it might be good to have an international business.
Oh, thank you. Well, first, thank you for inviting me here. I'm so happy. Okay. Okay. As you know, my name's Kayla V. Cortez, and I'm a mother of three. I got a 18 years old at 21 and a 61 years old. Okay. And I was dreaming last night that I had a baby. So I don't know if one is coming. No, I don't think so. No, I'm just but the business I have, I mean, I can have six, seven. I mean, so working from home, that's great, right? Um, but anyway, I'm from Panama, from Latin America, and a lot of people, when they think about Latin America, and sometimes the first thing they say is third world country. I mean, that's like they got us like tag with that, right? Like third world country. So sometimes we feel we are, sometimes we don't like be calling that way, right? But in this time that COVID comes, it was like we really feel like we were, actually like a third world country. Because some countries are small, like my country, we are no more than 4 million person. And we got other countries too that is only like, imagine 4 million person in Panama and like the city is like 2 million person. That's it, which Texas, I think, is like 10 times, 5 times Panama, I think, right? So, right? Yeah. So, we've been locked. I mean, today, like today, I'm so glad, I've been invited today because today was my first time actually going out to sit down somewhere after March 15 because our whole country were locked down. When you call like really locked down, I mean, I see pictures and in Facebook and I see United States, like they say they under, lockdown and I see everybody going like everywhere. And I'm like, I don't understand what they mean that they are in a COVID and pandemic and all this thing. And I'm like, I don't get it, right? Because here is like we were in like really in jail. I mean, for all this time, right? Couldn't go out, couldn't do anything, right? And finally they started open our countries and they just opened our country last Monday and we started go out, right? And it's amazing because when things like this happen, well, not things like this happen because this is the first time, right? But just like now, like Latin America, we have to deal with the dollar, not really in Panama, but with a lot of other countries, we have to deal with this thing like the dollar go up, the dollar go down. I mean, sometimes people don't understand that, but it's a big, real issue. Like if something costs today $2 in our money, like because of what happened now, it costs like $15. I mean, it's kind of a little bit hard to understand, but that's kind of like the example that I can use, right? So, but what we realized during this time is that we started to make more business than ever. And we were all surprised. And one of the things that surprised us, even, I mean, us in our country, is that we always hear this thing about United States and other countries, talking about like you can do business from home, you can get things on your house delivered to your house, and we never really understand those things, because to us that was like, how can you get things in your house? How can you get do business from home? Because in our country, it's like you have to see the person, you have to be there, because nobody trusts. No, I mean, it's like no trust. It was no trust. So to me, when COVID comes, it's like a totally change. I mean, every home business started like go up like real high, because it's like what happened forced us to stay at home and get all the business get to our house. So now the whole Latin culture changed. Now we started really understand what's that thing about getting things in our house. Motorcycles come to our house, all kind of stuff, and everything we receive them in our house. And now we experimenting a different life, which making our business like go up, because before for us to buy anything, I mean, we could never imagine or understand that Amazon thing, right? And now it's like we are in that, rocking the same way that we always hear those things. So it's like if you don't have an international or Latin America somebody, business with somebody in our countries, I mean, you're losing a lot of money, because our world changed. Our world really, our culture, our mind, the way of seeing things, everything changed for good. I'm saying for good, because those things that we never realized that are here now. So now we make, I mean, I'm a mother of three, and I have a lot of friends doing business. And as a matter of fact, I met with this girl today that she's in my business, and she have 4 kids, right? And during this thing that happened, um, she lost her job, and she make more money during these 5 months, because she lost her job like 1 month later. And a lot of, and we it's like everybody in Panama started to lose their job. It's like, I mean, too many business closed. And just don't forget, we are only 4 million and only like 2 million in this city, right? So okay, so a lot of business closed, and we have Hooters in Panama and they close. So
You are so funny.
well, I know that's from United States. And they close. Imagine that.
I love Kayla.
What's going on that thing closed? So I met with her, and she's like, "Kayla, I can't believe. I mean, if we never believe in this home working thing before, I mean, it's like life forced every Latin person to believe that this thing is really the best thing that can happen in our life. So that's what I say. If you don't have a Latin person in your business, oh my God, you need to go and find someone. I don't know how. I mean, go and find all those one in that restaurant I just mentioned. I'm not going to say the name again. But I'm serious. I mean, this is like the best ever. I remember I never, and a lot of people that I know, we never want to talk about this business, because for us, it was like, I believe in it, but I never feel comfortable talking about that, because talking about you really having a business at your home, that was like, gosh, girl, you still believing in those things,
Yeah.
right? And now it's like people asking you, hey, what's that thing that you do that you've been saying for years that you do at your house? I need that. People coming to you. People are coming to you. Hey, Kayla, I see you that I before I thought that you were just lazy at your house, not doing nothing, but now I know that you're doing something. And they ask now they start to tell me what they used to think about me, which wasn't that good, right? But they come into me and they say, I want to do that thing that you do that it look like you're just wasting time. And now we can realize that, I mean, while everybody were crying during this time, you were having so much fun. So everybody, it's like now people are coming. And I always hear Sean say that while we are quiet, there are people in their knee praying for us to go there and talk, right? But in Latin America, yes, there's a lot of people on their knee praying for that. But at the same time, there's a lot of people that they standing up next day and they say, no, let me ask. Let me ask this person what they doing. And the business in Latin America is kicking. I mean, it's getting, I guess we're having the best how you say that, not year but period of time
Quarter.
that this industry is getting like huge, so I'm loving it. I'm excited about it. I mean, and I can tell, I can tell every day that I'm gonna go high because you can see that, you can feel it, and I'm every day I'm like, yes, I know I'm gonna make it like really big. I know, that's how I feel every day, and I guess everybody feel that way. I don't know, I guess so. But if you don't have someone from Latin America, you're losing a lot of money. You want to make it, find someone from Latin America.
And that's why we love Kayla V. Cortez.
Yeah.
So Kayla, what would you suggest to moms, right? You're a mom of 3. Rhonda's a mom of 1 that has, there's 3 kids that you kind of, yeah. So
2 stepkids and one daughter.
And so what would you suggest to moms right now who are looking at you and hearing, wait a minute, this is the first time that you got to travel since March. Your country's finally kind of opened and you're not limited to 2 hours once a week going out. What would you suggest to moms who are wanting to kind of have the success that you're having? They didn't prepare, right? There's an old, I don't know, it's a Jewish proverb or a Japanese proverb. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The best time to start your business was a year ago. The next best time to plant a tree and start a business is today. So what would you suggest to people who are thinking about looking for a business today, looking for some kind of gig economy today? What kind of criteria would you give them?
Well, the first thing I will say is that I have a hashtag to say, I dare you to act. Tomorrow is today, right? Because nobody see it coming this year. Remember last year when everybody like, yeah, 2020 was going to be like, and here is our buff, right? Nobody expected, right? And there is something I always hear that whatever comes later is going to be worse. God protect us, right? But you
Hola,
always hear
Erika. Hola, Erika.
Hey, but you always hear those things saying like if this one was bad, imagine the next one is coming, right? But I say God bless us with this. Why? Because it makes us realize that there are something in there that we can do from home and be prepared to whatever it comes, that we don't know what it's going to be, right? So I would say to those mom out there, right, with kids, big, young, little, whatever, and husband, no husband, because Rhonda, how we mom things, right? Even if we have husband or we don't have husband, we all think the same way, right?
Yep.
I got no third world country or anything like that. We all think the same way, right? So I will say, ask. Find someone. If you're looking at this, there is something out there that we can do. We proof of that. Just ask. And Sean and Rhonda, as a matter of fact, gave me this book, right? Ask. And I learned that to not be afraid of asking. What are you doing? because we are proof that things are happening in our houses, right? So all I can say, the advice that I can give all those moms out there, all those women out there, to find out. I mean, I could never say this before. How the strong of a question, how strong a question can be, right? And I can say, what? Just say the question. What is that thing that you're talking about? Tell me about it. Just that. Just a question like that. Hey, you were talking about something about doing from home and having a nice style, from home. And you know what? One of the reason why, and I always thank God for this, because one day, I got up, and no, I was laying in bed, and I was pretending I was asleep, right? And I was pretending, yeah. And I hear my kids coming from school, right? And that day I didn't go to my job, right? And then I hear one of my kids, the one that is 18, 18 years old right now. He was 14 years old. And I remember he told his brother, the 21 years old now, he told him, hey, be quiet. Mommy's at home. And I'd rather her to be sleeping instead of not being home. When I heard that,
Wow.
that was that right there. I'd rather her to be sleeping instead of not being home. Right there, that
Oof.
phrase changed my life. It changed my life because I said, how much they miss me, and I didn't realize that. I thought that they were happy because I was giving them everything, and I was working these hours, crazy hours, giving all my time to somebody else. I was making somebody else have their dreams come true, and I was the one working there hours and hours to have the money to buy them sneakers, to buy them clothes, and all they wanted to have, it was me, and they rather me seeing me sleeping. And right there, I say, you know what? I don't know. But I hear something that you can do at home. I don't want to start to find out about that. And it was years ago. And I'm so happy I did it. And I know, and today, my kids say, thank you, Mom. I know you believe in something that nobody believe, but you still there just to being here home with me. And that's something that it's priceless.
Yeah.
It's priceless. Being with your kids is priceless. And then I got my 6 years old that I've been there all his life. His 6 years I've been there. And sometimes I see him doing things, and I'm like, I even cry because I said I didn't see my 18 years old doing this. I didn't see my 21 doing this. And it hurt me. It hurt me because I say, gosh, but then I say, thank you, God, because you make me see this on time. And at least I have that time. So it's like, don't regret the time that I'm going to say like that. You think you waste time, well, don't regret it. You needed that time. But the time is now. It's now. Just ask, what's that you're doing? Tell me about it. How can I start? What can I do? And anybody can give you an answer, right? We all can give you an answer. Just ask. But the other day, and just another thing, because it's like, we love to tell story, right? And then the other day, one of my sons said, I have all this book right here, right? And I just a lot of purpose to having those books there, many purpose, right? And one of those was I want them to see the books and be curious about it, right? Well, yeah, they were curious about it. One of them, and they were like, "Gosh, Mom, you all this book." And I said, "You want to read one?" And I was all excited. I said, "You want to read one?" And they were like, uh, it sounds good, that title." And I was like, "Yeah, you got big words too, so you don't get tired of reading that." And he got a little bit of page. And I was trying to sell the book to him, right? And he said, "You really think those books help you?" And I'm like, yes, it helped me. How you think I accomplished everything? And I was like, you really think that? How you think I accomplished all these things? Because I read all those books, right? And he's like, no, mom. You know why you accomplish everything? Because you have us and you are here home with us. And everything you
Oh,
do is to be with us. And we are the strength that make you accomplish things. So here is a way. Just ask. Just ask what to do because don't let your time go. Don't let another COVID come. COVID already come. COVID already teach us something, but it's today. It's not tomorrow. If you wait until tomorrow, you don't know what's going to be here tomorrow. So just act today. I dare you to act.
I love you. You are amazing, Kayla. The way you put that, you speak every mother's language. And we don't even speak, we're not even the same root language. You speak more Spanish and I speak more English, but
Right.
you speak so beautifully. And your English is beautiful, by the way. You speak so beautifully from the heart of a mama.
Yeah.
And that's, I was lucky that I had my husband asked me when we had Amelia to stay home, and I was lucky I was in that position. My story is the same as yours as far as wanting to be there for the babies, but I had a little different twist. And the twist that I had was I was at home. I knew I was doing the best for my daughter. I knew that. And the best for my family. I felt like there was more in me to give to the world to help other moms. And I didn't know how to do that. And the only way I could figure out how to do that was having a home business
Yep.
and having a product that changes lives. But it wasn't even the product I was concerned about as it was getting to have the opportunity to meet more women and see their families and see their heart and let them know that if they have a heartbeat, they have a purpose, and that they mean so much to this world. They mean so much to their families, and the moms are the center of the home. The mom is the heartbeat of the home. And I wanted so bad. I needed to feel that. I needed to feel valuable. And it's not that my husband didn't make me feel that way, and my daughter, they both did, but there was something else inside of me that wanted to show up for other women so they could show up for themselves, so they could pick themselves, they could choose themselves. You read to Sean and I before we went live out of Mark Victor Hansen's book, Ask, and you read page 151. And to summarize it, it was we pick everyone else. We do everything for everyone else. We show up for everybody. And then we don't show up for ourselves.
Yes.
And what you just did, how you just beautifully said how you showed up for you. Now, one of your reasons was for your children, but you picked you, Kayla. And every time I get to watch you pick you, it makes me pick me even more. And I think that's one of the most beautiful things our industry does, is it gives women the chance to pick themselves and show up. Yeah, you get to make money doing it, but you get to show up and you get to mean something in this world. And man, you set my heart on fire. Hey, Jose, you set my heart on fire. And there's something else I got to tell everybody on the live real quick. Kayla mentioned if you don't have someone in Latin America, you're losing a lot of money. I have like a couple people in Latin America that I get to work with besides Kayla. But here's what's crazy. Kayla is a much better coach to them. She's a much better mentor to them than I could be because of their culture and because of the fire she speaks to this culture better. This woman steps out and goes and helps them for me, with me. And there's no way I could show up like that. There's no way. But that's how selfless she is. She will show up if someone has a heartbeat and a passion to make something happen in their life. She'll stand right beside you. She might kick you square in the butt and tell you to, get a moving because you need to show up for yourself. But she will stand there in love and do that. And she's helping these people that she doesn't make any money off of them. She's just helping them. And I am so blessed to have someone like Kayla in my life. If you have a chance to reach out to her, you have a chance to visit with her, you have a chance to share some airtime with her, you better jump on it, because you don't know what you're missing if you don't. You talk about an amazing woman. Let me see, how can I do it? There she is. I can point that way. That right there is an amazing woman. And she is full of knowledge and love. And we said it earlier on our other live. We said proximity is power. Every time I get around Kayla, I understand what proximity is power means even more. Because to be around her, to swirl in her knowledge, to swirl in her energy and her strength, because this woman, don't upset her. She'll cut you in a heartbeat. She'll do it while she's telling you she loves you, but she'll do it. Every time I'm around her, I grow and I rise. And if you're in the Latin community at all, and even if you're not, if you need somebody that can show you how to do this, you need to reach out to Kayla. She's amazing. And she'll love you like nobody else.
Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you. Well, I guess we all share love.
It's hard to do backwards.
I mean, I just love, because this is, I don't know about other ones, right? But here you get love. I mean, you get love, and we need that. And Latin people, we love to give hug, but sometimes we like, don't give me love. I give you, we like, okay. But this is what we found. This is what we found here. And you know what I like? That is real stories.
Yeah.
It's real stories, right? It's not that like you see that and you're like, oh no, I can never reach there. I can never be like her. No, we are real,
Yes.
Real woman, real mothers, with real things common. And that's why we can talk the same language. That's why we talk the same
That's
language.
right.
Because we don't have to invent anything. I mean, I just say what happened to me, and everybody like, oh yeah, that happened to me, and it's real, right? And just like you said, yeah, we have a problem, yes, but this is about community. It's about understanding each other. It's about supporting each other. Sharing all those things, and that's what the world needs, right? That's what the world needs, and that's what we have here. And I guess that we are so happy about it, and that's why we grow also. Because when you got love, you grow. When you got love in your life, it's like nothing can stop you, right?
That's right.
Yeah, so that's why yeah.
Sean with the heart.
Yeah, and that's what love moved the world. And we just proved that this 6 months.
Yeah.
And human being like that. Yeah, we probably try to hide, but when the times come, we just.
He's so goofy.
So this is real. This is real life here,
I gotta get me some of those.
So here's the neat thing.
Me too. I'm gonna get those.
Life happens for us. Doesn't happen to us. Life happens for us. And the for us that it's happening right now to the entire world is allowing those individuals who are entrepreneurial, who are needing to draw a line in the sand and say, today's the day I've had enough. And that's right. Les Brown says, from this event, from the next couple of years, there's going to be 3 people that emerge: millionaires, billionaires, and witnesses. And I'm going to encourage you to go be a thousandaire, to go be a 10,000aire, to go be 100,000aire, and leverage this moment in time to make the world a better place for your family and for the legacy. Because there will be legacies created from this.
Oh, yes.
And some of the legacies are going to end in a way that nobody expected. And some of the legacies are going to start in a way that nobody's prepared for. So with that being said, as we wrap this up, Rhonda, what would you tell somebody today, a mom, right, looking for this? I love Kayla's comment. Find somebody you like and ask them about it. You've had tremendous success. 84 people have joined you because you were being open and vulnerable. What would you share with somebody?
Kayla hit the nail on the head. Find somebody you like, someone that makes you smile, someone that makes you laugh, someone that's real, not the fake, flashy things. Find those real mamas that are hustling for those babies that, I walked out of, I'll be real vulnerable for a moment. I walked out of Sean's house this past weekend, and I'm coming out of a Tony Robbins event. That's a pretty prestigious event. Now, I didn't pay for it. The reason I went to Sean's is because he paid for it and he let me come listen. And I'm sitting there thinking, and I looked at him and I said, I'm doing this. And as I'm talking to him and we're loading my stuff back in the car, I look at what I'm driving. My van is old. And I go to open the door and the side door goes, and it makes all this noise. I'm like, I don't even know if it's going to open or close right. And Sean's right there and we're in front of his big house. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And he goes, but you know what? You're doing this. And I said, yep, I have no internet at home. I only use what my phone can do. They don't provide internet here at my house. I have no internet. I have a hoopty van, but I reached out to someone that I liked, someone that spoke from their heart. And because of that, just point it to that guy. Hang on, that guy over there. And because of that, Kayla's like, I don't know which way to go somewhere. Because of that, I'm in the place I am now. I circle around women like Kayla, who's got this amazing business in freaking Latin America. I get to circle around people like that. And I would say find someone that you click with. Yes, find someone you can be goofy with on these calls. Oh, hang on.
Somebody wanting a 7-day.
No, it was my mother-in-law. I'll call her back. I hung up on her. I'll call her back. That's okay. Find those people that vibrate the same way you do. For me, it's the smiles and the giggles and the silliness. And that's what you see on the screen. We do that. But when it comes to, we work hard and we play hard. When we play and we laugh and we have a good time and we cut jokes and we make fun of each other. When we work, we work. And I would say, find those people. And if you seem to resonate with one of us, you can reach out to one of us. And if not, and you go, I do what you do. Sorry, she's calling again. I'm gonna be in trouble, y'all. If you want to do what we do and we're not your people, we know people. And we'll help you find where it is you fit in. And your babies are worth it. You're worth it. And you have everything you need inside of you. And I said it earlier, you got a heartbeat, you got a purpose. And mamas, listen, I could show y'all right now what my room beside me looks like. I probably have 20,000 Legos and it is a hot mess. But every time I look at that mess is proof of my existence and proof that that little girl is still here. You got a heartbeat, you got a purpose. I don't care if it's messy. We will help you clean it up. We will help you see that you are still in existence and the world needs you and we need to hear your story. And if we can help you with that, come link arms with us. If not, we'll help you find the person that's right for you.
Yep.
So Kayla, what would you say to moms? And do me a favor, do it in Spanish.
Yes.
Okay.
Es necesario que cambie mis pensamientos ahora, porque ¿qué pasa?
Exactly.
Ahora, ¿qué pasa? Yo hablo
Gotta switch gears.
ahora, sí, yo puedo hablar español, sí, yo puedo, sí, yo puedo.
Can you
Claro.
see that it was switching? It was like, okay. Stop. Translated button. Ok, bueno, sí. No, de verdad que siempre me agarra de sorpresa. Una cosa y me cambia la otra, pero súper feliz de estar aquí esta tarde con personas increíbles como Sean y como Ronda y compartiendo con todas las mujeres y las mamis allá afuera que nos están escuchando, compartiendo experiencias reales, de historias reales y no esas historias que vemos y uno dice, no puedes ver, no puedo lograr eso, eso nunca es para mí, yo no sirvo para eso, no. Aquí vemos mamás, mujeres reales que sabemos lo que le pasa a una mamá, lo que le pasa a una mamá con esposo, una mamá sin esposo, madre soltera. Todo, yo creo que ese es un idioma que todas hablamos, no importa de qué país estemos. Y lo más que yo le puedo decir en esta ocasión, para ya ir terminando, es, aquí hay una súper oportunidad. Una oportunidad que si pudo vencer estos 6 meses, digo yo, de encarcelamiento, pero también de muchas pruebas que pudimos pasar. Y fueron los mejores meses porque a pesar de que no podíamos salir ni nada de eso y apenas estamos logrando hacerlo, logramos salir adelante. Nuestros negocios comenzaron a crecer mucho más que antes. Si pudimos hacerlo en este tiempo, realmente este es un negocio, es una oportunidad que todos podemos hacer, todos y más nosotras que somos madres, que creo que hay algo que no tiene, o sea, no podemos ponerle valores, la calidad de vida de estar con nuestros hijos. Ellos se lo merecen, nosotros, a veces decimos nuestros hijos se merecen que nosotros estemos ahí, pero nosotros también nos merecemos estar ahí, verlos crecer, ver cada movimiento, ver cada aspecto de su vida, ¿verdad? Y todo lo que pasó en estos meses fue una prueba de que sí hay una oportunidad de poder estar en casa. Lo tuvimos que hacer de todas maneras. Y si lo pudimos hacer de todas maneras, quiere decir que existe, que es real. Y si es real, lo único que tienes que hacer es salir y preguntar, acostumbrarnos a preguntar. Creo que algo que la vida nos obligó en estos meses fue a preguntar, a pedir ayuda, a levantar la mano, a decir, ¿qué puedo hacer? ¿Qué es lo que estás haciendo? ¿Qué es lo que tú estás haciendo? Enséñame, cuéntame, háblame. Y son historias reales que han demostrado de que sí hay una calidad de vida que puedas tener con tus hijos, con tu familia y para ti mismo desde casa. Así que lo más que yo te puedo decir en este momento es, si estás viendo este video, pregunta qué es lo que estamos haciendo, cómo lo hacemos y sé parte de esa comunidad que además de ir cambiando y transformando, también sabemos cómo compartir ese amor entre todas nosotras. Así que muchas gracias y seguimos viéndonos.
I loved it. Thank you, Kayla. And it is the right time. So I just appreciate you amazing, powerful women spending some time with me. I love you both just incredibly, and I'm so in just awe. And I'm glad I get to call you friends and family and mentors. So I'm Sean Murphy, along with
Kayla V. Cortez.
And Rhonda Bird Parker.
And we'll see y'all where?
At the next event.
At the next event.
Al próximo evento.
I love y'all.
Go make a difference in somebody's life today. Go hug them. Go smile. Go tell them you love them. Send them a message.
That's right.
All right. Bye for now. Hang on, Kayla. Don't go nowhere.
Okay.